Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. The Vikings send out their punter. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Richter over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. back to throw. Richter. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram, 15 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And how about the first month that he's had? Lead the league in receiving, making all the big catches, and becoming a bona fide #1 guy for his team. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Crease and burst through it for a solid game.
Throwing on first down. Richter. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run here with Hood. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Looking to throw. Richter. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Here's the option. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line with a 3rd down.
Focus end on this play. It's the play, and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Off play action. Richter. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Side to go is up across the 25 and down at the 28. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Down to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will possession.
On there, lost, but I think that was big for them.
Now here was a Thielen reception, good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost reacts and we got the cover, and then all of a sudden space to run after the gap and somebody down. Gap.
Kick it away for this. Yards on the return, a punt of 42. And the offense with a new. So set to go, trying to snap the streak on top so far with the foot. The defense challenge, it's gone to sack.
Your first R-on investment NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun, Richter. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Hood. And this play going to be stopped in the tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, I wonder if maybe they're down. Seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. Swinging right of 3. For being taken at the 36.
But that felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. KJ Osborne.
That was a nice slant route. What trying to do is make after about 3 and cuts towards the field, and now what he's trying to do is the defender away. Really nice target.
Red zone chant for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits these, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special, one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richter finding his safety lead. Loss of a yard and 11. It's Hood, and he bring up 4th down. Certainly I'm doing their 3rd and long draw play. But
you can certainly hear the thought process too. People, but such the defense naps there didn't work in this.
Counter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
He said challenge accepted. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Over the complete. It's Cook. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st down, Richter. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This is Hood on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Richter. And after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a give right side. Hood. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Richter. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Richter. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Kingsley Keke coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First down. Here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Now Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. Raekwon Davis busting through to get him for a long 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, play like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And now out come the Giants. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richter. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's back down and incomplete. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Got his man played over the middle. That's Cook. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Cousins now to throw on first down. And going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins dump this off to Cook. And he gets this to the 35 yards. Not quite now with 3rd and 1. To throw. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Cousins again. Throw caught there by Osborne. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. They will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Alvin Kamara, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Chiefs out on top. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a touchdown run in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Hood. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Richter. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Richter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd down at 5. Looking to throw. Richter going right side here, and that's complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Richter. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Richter. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Cousins now. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook, and he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. On 1st down, Hood. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Kingsley Kiki there on the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. Hood. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's taken down inside the 30. Cousins on 1st down. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousin. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne.
2nd down at 4.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins will quickly to Thielen here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing is Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. To the air again, it's Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Handoff comes to Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
To throw is Cousins. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Richter, throw left side, complete to Ingram. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run here with Hood. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Hood trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down. Hood, and they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.